Hello, these short videos were created to introduce Columbus Food functionality that are enhancements built seamlessly into the Microsoft Dynamics NAV solution. Using simple examples, we'll highlight key Columbus functionality that's being used by the produce industry today. For many years, Columbus has worked with various types of produce growers, processors, and/or distributors and their product lines. Columbus has the solution, experience, and support to meet these fresh produce businesses' unique ERP system challenges. This specific video highlights Columbus's enhancements in a variety of areas for produce growers, processors, and/or distributors. Silos or rail cars or large containers of any type are often used for wet or dry raw material ingredients. Maintaining the lot integrity of product being introduced to a large container is vital for proper lot tracking. Columbus offers two methods for maintaining lot integrity. When multiple lots are being combined to a single container, assign new lots or use existing lots. With either, mingling of lots into a container is properly accounted for until clean down is complete, which resets lot numbering. When the fresh produce business places large volumes of purchase orders, oftentimes a single delivery to the business's facility represents a number of purchase transactions. Columbus's truckload receiving form gives the ability to view and receive against all active purchase orders that still have quantities awaiting receipt. Various filters control the display of these transactions, allowing one to locate one or more orders and then enter the necessary receiving information before marking and posting receipt. But before posting receipt, let's talk about this field and what it represents. Oftentimes, there are additional elements that can contribute to an item's unit cost. Example of these elements are freight, insurance, and handling fees. Standard NAV uses item charges that can represent these elements, but a reseller that purchases fresh produce has usually sold these items to customers long before the vendor has sent an invoice for these elements. To address this critical issue, Columbus Food includes a special type of item charge called an extra charge. The purpose of extra charges is to include additional elements in the value of a purchased item. However, extra charges are posted along with the purchase receipt rather than at the time of invoicing. This allows a company to include these elements when determining a sales price for an item that has not been invoiced, for example. Back to the receipt. By allowing the user to group together multiple transactions, Columbus's truckload receiving form is ideal for the fresh produce business, where a single receiving activity, such as the unloading of their own truck, may involve more than one purchase order. Columbus offers containers. Some examples of containers are pallets, totes, tanks, or rail cars. Containers can be inventoried, sold, or transferred. Containers can also be serialized for tracking purposes. Here's a container, a wood pallet. There are two items with various lots, case quantities, and the weights for those cases. The fresh produce business can load items onto a container, then assign the entire container to an outbound document, improving efficiency and accuracy. Here's a sales order, and by assigning the container we saw earlier, the information specific to the items within the container, such as quantity or lot number, is automatically assigned to the document. Produce growers, processors, and/or distributors who print all various label types on a daily basis can use Columbus's labeling application to streamline this activity. In addition, Columbus integrates physical scales with NAV to record real-time the actual weights, for example during consumption and output transactions. And finally, automatic data capture, or ADC, is a series of key warehouse transactions developed specifically by Columbus. The ADC granule allows produce growers, processors, and/or distributors to integrate handheld devices with NAV. This includes barcode scanning. That completes this overview video. We anticipate you may have more questions, and we welcome the chance to discuss further your business needs. Thank you for viewing.